Hi loves, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I am taking your questions from Instagram, your skincare questions, but they're more about routines. So I'm going to build some routines for my subscribers. So if you want to know more about that, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, so I asked you guys on Instagram, what questions do you have from me on your routines? So let's start with, is it Chantel 8th? She says, can you overdo it by using vitamin C oils every day? I'm not quite sure exactly what she means by vitamin C oils. I'm assuming that you mean like vitamin C's that are in oils, like for example, the Biossance vitamin C in squalane. So can you overdo it? I would say no, but you want to make sure that you're just using one form of vitamin C, not multiple forms. But B, if your skin is the appropriate skin type for oils. So yes, I do think you can overdo it if you are not the appropriate person for oils. So i.e., acne prone skin should not really use oils. Oilier skin types, really shouldn't use oils because some of them can be more comedogenic to that skin type. So how I would work that into routine is I would use vitamin C oils at night. But if you are extremely, extremely dry, you can use them morning and night, just before your moisturizer or before your retinol. Love that. Thank you for that question. I don't know if I don't know how to say this name, so I'll just pop them up right here. Recommendations for dry skin over 40. Yes, so routines for dry skin over 40 are really the same that it would be for any skin type. So basically, you need to make sure you're using an exfoliation, some type of exfoliation, whether that's a manual exfoliation, a chemical exfoliation. You need to make sure you're using vitamin C, vitamin B, or niacinamide, and a retinol. That is going to really set you up for success, no matter what skin type you have. But gearing towards a drier skin type, I would add in a hydrating essence or a hydrating toner to really help, get that skin supple and ready to receive its next products. And then I also would add in there some sort of extra hydrator. So whether that's beta-glucan, if you really wanted to use hyaluronic acid, but beta-glucan is actually better than hyaluronic acid. It's more effective and won't pull, water from your skin or from your skin, so add to more dryness. So that's the only thing I would recommend is a little bit different for drier skin, is adding in that hydrating essence or toner and probably a beta-glucan serum. Great question. Big Mel 926 asks, what acids are okay to keep in the fridge and which ones have to be wiped off? Okay, so let's start with this. You don't have to keep any acids in the fridge. You don't have to at all. I do enjoy keeping a vitamin C in the fridge, just because I think it keeps it a little bit more fresh. Okay, so that's the only one that you need to keep in a fridge or can keep in a fridge. And the ones that need to be wiped off, I'm not quite sure what you mean, because most acids don't need to be wiped off unless they say on the directions. So please make sure you look at the directions of that acid. For example, the exuviance pads that I love, they need to be rinsed off. And it says it in the directions. So make sure you are watching for that in the directions. Any other ones shouldn't have to be wiped off. But I do recommend making sure that if you're using topical acids at night, you do wake up and wash your face. That's it. Thank you for that. All right. Let's see here. Is it Nora Anor? Adding collagen, is it an obligation to have beautiful skin? Kisses from France. Kisses from the United States, my love. I'm assuming what she means is either collagen supplements or collagen serums. So let's start with collagen serums. Collagen serums like the alginous serum and things like that, they really aren't collagen. They have ingredients inside of them to promote collagen, more collagen in the skin, so the skin to create more collagen or to be collagen protective. But most ingredients are collagen protective, i.e. vitamin C. So no, I don't think it's absolutely imperative in a routine that you have a collagen serum. Now collagen adding into like your supplements or your smoothies, honestly, my first go-to is, are you supplementing correctly as your, your physician has said? So are you taking a multivitamin? Are you getting enough vitamin C, D, omegas? Are you eating well? Are you getting that proper nutrition? If you are doing all of those things and sleeping well and reducing stress and drinking water, all that type of stuff, then if you want to put in like a true marine collagen peptide, or that's what I use in my smoothie in the morning, or your what is the other one called? You can get it at Costco. I'll link them below. But if it's a powder collagen supplement, absolutely, they're fantastic for gut health. They're fantastic for obviously hair, skin, and nails. But I don't think that's something that should be added in before making sure that all of those other areas are, taken care of. Great question. Vital Movement, she talks on here with me all the time. So, hey girl, how are you? Winter has destroyed my skin. Flaky, everywhere, even eyelids. Best way to exfoliate. Honestly, what this is telling you though, is that it's telling you that you aren't exfoliating enough. That you probably might need to be sleeping with a small humidifier next to your bed. That would probably be very, very helpful. But you also can use great exfoliators, obviously any AHAs or BHAs all over the face. Now for the eyes, to exfoliate the eyes, there are specific eye creams that have exfoliating properties to them. I will list them below. I would not use any other like topical wipes or creams that are not meant for the eye area, on the eye area for exfoliation. But there are eye creams that will do a little bit of exfoliation and help you with that. Also, I will say, get cold pressed organic sunflower oil at your nearest health food store, and you can pat a little bit on the eyelids around the eyes, kind of as a final step. It will really help kind of give that moisture, really hydrate the skin, and it will also help heal that kind of flakiness. You can obviously use it on your face too, but specifically for the eyelids, it's fantastic. Great question. All right, Carmel Posoon, I believe it is. At what age should one start retinol, alternatives? There is no, if there is no purge, can one start at 1%? Woo, okay, great question. I would say anyone above 30 should start using a retinol. In my humble opinion, I would start on a retinol alternative, like a bakuchiol retinol. So you have your Versed retinol, you have your Biossance phytoretinol, you have your Herbivore phytoretinol, all of those type of things. I don't necessarily know if it's really imperative at 30 that you go straight in with a prescription strength Retin-A. If there is no purging or flaking, of course you can ramp it up to a regular retinol. The Truth Treatment's 1% retinol is fantastic. The lower levels of the osmosis vitamin A retinaldehyde are great for that. Now I would say after 35, you need to ramp it up. You need to be using something that's a little bit more clinical. Great question. And that should be used at night. All right, so Marcia Webmayer, I'm probably saying that wrong. She says, what skincare should not be used during pregnancy? And actually I did a video with this called Answering Your Questions a little while ago. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I need to tell you that you need to refer to your physician. They will know your body, they will know what's going on with your pregnancy, how well it's going, but for the most part, no retinols. Phytoretinols, so bakuchiol derivatives, are okay, but we haven't had the research done on that, but they're plant-derived, so they should be okay. But again, I would bring that into your physician and make sure, or your midwife. And then no topical acids in my opinion, so no vitamin C, no AHAs or BHAs. You want to go ahead and go back into your physical exfoliator, so your physical scrubs. Osmosis says that they're pregnancy safe. I can't speak to that. I'm sure they have done a bunch of clinical research to back that up. If I was ever pregnant again, I don't necessarily know if I would be using anything except for a plant-derived retinol and some physical exfoliators and things like that. RKH1225 asks, how much time should you wait between sunscreen and foundation? Great question. If you have it, I would recommend between 10 to 15 minutes. If you don't, 5 minutes at the least. Just make sure that it has time to do what it needs to do. Now, if you're using a really kind of watery, lightweight SPF that kind of sinks into the skin, which I don't because I have normal, veering on drier skin, you don't have to wait as long. Great question. KML113066 says, is hyaluronic acid a quick fix or does it help your skin over time? Thank you. Great question. Hyaluronic acid should have immediate results if you're getting the right one. Most of them nowadays are. They are basically two different types of hyaluronic acid. One that sits on top of the skin, one that goes a little bit lower into the skin, and it's kind of like a chain of communication. That's how they normally are formulated now. Is it a quick fix? Sure, it does definitely plump immediately because it's going to be that hydrator for sure, but it will obviously help over time as well. But it won't, the lasting results of that plumping and all of that stuff, you need to continue to use it to get that. I will be doing a whole video on this. I would recommend using a beta-glucan in place of hyaluronic acid. It's a little bit more effective and I seem to like it a little bit more. Okay, let's take one more and I will definitely do another one of these for sure. This is a great one. This is Cat MC. I'm 61. What's the best way to get the natural glow in your skin that everyone talks about? This is a great question. Really, honestly, it just kind of goes back to the basics of skincare. Are you using a vitamin C? Are you using niacinamide? Are you using a retinol or a vitamin A derivative? Are you exfoliating? Exfoliating the skin in a gentle way is uber important to getting that glowing skin. Also making sure that you are eating right. I can't tell you how much eating right is so important to glowing skin. Really good leafy greens, vegetables, fruit, lots of water, great sleep, things like that honestly will help really give you that glowing, authentic skin. And then one of my other favorite products to use is an all-over skin illuminizer. So for example, the Josie Moran Tinted SPF is beautiful, or any kind of illuminizing primer. Wonder Glow from Charlotte Tilbury, and you know, there's a bunch out there on the market, and that will really help you get that kind of glowing skin. But if you're not using the essentials of skincare and you're not, you know, exfoliating, you're not eating healthy, there's no real way to get that glowing, authentic skin. So yeah, thank you for that question. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for all of these questions. Again, I will do another one of these next week because it seems like you guys are really excited about this. So I will see you all on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves. All right, so here's a bonus just for my people that stay to the end. Stay to the end, squad. All right, this is a girlfriend of mine, the Dana McCurdy. She says, acne and wrinkles. Such a great topic. Acne needs to be treated again with the essentials of skincare, vitamin C, niacinamide, and retin A, as well as exfoliation, but you need to make sure you have in there salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is this gold standard when it comes to acne. Also, cutting out sugar and dairy and gluten is really going to be beneficial for you. Making sure that you are cleaning your brushes, your pillows, your towels, anything you use on your face is super important. You go to the gym, you know, splash some water all over the face. But yes, salicylic acid also will help with anti-aging, will help with acne, as well as the retinol really is going to be fantastic. Now for my acne though, you are going to probably need to invest in monthly or every 6-week facials. That is really imperative that somebody gets in there, cleans out those pores really nicely, make sure you don't pop your pimples by yourself, you know, things of that nature. So really the wrinkle aspect of it is the same for everyone, even though you have acne prone skin. It's just that you need to make sure that you're using salicylic acid, and in extreme cases you can use a benzoyl peroxide. It's not my favorite thing to use, but sometimes we need it. There's also a gradient, there's also a product from a company called Kinship, and this is actually a pimple potion, and it's a spot treatment. It's a retinol and salicylic acid spot treater. fantastic. Really, really highly effective if you're just kind of looking for some spot treating and such. Keeping your hands away from your face, keeping your phone clean, all of those things. You have to be really diligent when we're talking about acne-prone skin. I also will leave you with this thought with acne. Look into digestive enzymes, probiotics, and prebiotics, because a lot of acne comes from food intolerances and poor gut health and digestion. So thank you all for staying here for this extra bonus, and I'll see you soon.